group of guys, they're hanging out.
It's Christmas Eve.
We got Rodolfo, we got Marcello, we got Charnard, the Colline.
Marcello paints stuff, Rodolfo writes stuff. Neither one of them is doing very well, and the power is out in their apartment. They are cold, it is winter, everything is really crappy.
They're struggling, they're living the bohemian life.
They're really cold. One guy comes home with food and drink. They get all excited. They decide, we're going out.
They decide to go out to dinner. Charnard made some moolah singing for a dead cat, I do believe.
But one of them decides to be lame and responsible and stays home to work. And then this girl shows up at his door.
The power in the building went out, and then Mimi went to their apartment to ask for a light, and they fell in love instantly. It's opera.
She comes in, she needs a candle lit because she can't see. He tries to help her. Candle blows out. He has a candle, it blows out. They're like fondling in the dark. Oh, she loses a key. That's why they're fondling in the dark.
They fall in love.
They decide to go hang out with his friends.
The second act, it's time for them to be out on the town. And Rodolfo introduces Mimi to the boys, and they all get along, and they see Musetta. And Musetta, this is Marcello's ex, and she is playing for the entire crowd, but especially for Marcello because she's trying to get back at him.
Marcello's former love, Musetta, shows up, and she's with the sugar daddy there, but she's really kind of tired of him.
She's Marcello's former lover, and their passion was just reignited by this atmosphere.
Now we've got another set of lovers who madly fall in love for each other again, and Marcello and Musetta end up together at the end of Act 2.
Then we're in Act 3. We get to Act 3. They're having problems.
Time has passed. Things aren't going so well with Mimi and Rodolfo. They're fighting.
Rodolfo starts to become jealous of Mimi. He thinks she flirts with different kind of boys.
Marcello is now painting and he's living with Musetta. Mimi shows up and Mimi is saying everything is going terribly because Rodolfo is so jealous. And so Marcello agrees begrudgingly to help them sort of sort out the relationship.
Mimi hides, and then Rodolfo comes out and he says, okay, look, we got to talk about Mimi. This is what's going on. I don't know how to end this. She's really sick. What can I do?
Rodolfo's like, I can't actually break up with her because she's dying. What? And then Mimi hears this, that she's dying. What? And so then there's, we hear laughter in the background, and Marcello realizes that what he's just heard is Musetta, and she's laughing with a bunch of other dudes, so he goes to get her.
Mimi overhears this, is like, oh dang, he knows that I'm sick, I gotta end this isn't fair to us. So then she says, okay, we gotta end it, and they have like a whole long love duet about it. They're like, okay, well, let's not leave right now, let's wait until spring when life isn't so sad and crummy.
And so they decide, okay, let's stick it out. But they do end up breaking up. Then we end up in springtime.
And then we get into 4, and Rodolfo and Marcello are reflecting about their former loves and trying not to show that they're feeling like burned and like missing their loves.
They're fine. He misses her, but the relationship's over.
Mimi get really sick and she's dying. Musetta ran into her on the street, and then Musetta is frightened, so he ran back to their apartment and tell all the boys that Mimi is dying and she's right at the stairs.
They bring Mimi in. She's basically like, oh, you were the love of my life. Thank you so much for just being the joy that I needed, and I adore you. And Rodolfo's like, oh, I love you too. And everybody rallies together to use the little money and belongings that they have to get her things to make Mimi feel comfortable.
And then she dies.
She dies.
She ends up passing away in the midst of their conversation, and Rodolfo realizes that he's in denial, and then he can't help himself, and then he just has to yell, Mimi! Mimi! And scene.
There it is. It's done. That was like 15 minutes. I got nowhere close to 90 seconds, but you know what? Now you know the whole story, so you're welcome.